Hey, were you ever curious about what kind of guitar Ichika Hoshino of Leonid plays in Project Sekai? Played by many other characters such as Nina Isari from Girls Band Cry and Yukio Tanaka from Beck, the guitar that Ichika plays is inspired from none other than the Fender Telecaster. And if you're a Leonid or an Ichika fan, maybe you've done some digging around and found out that plenty of people have come down to the common consensus that it's based on this American original 60s Telecaster. I do agree with it, but holy hell, I'm not spending $2,000 on that. And so, I decided to piece together a bunch of old and new guitar parts together to try and recreate Ichika's Telecaster the best I can. And plus, it's more fun like trying to piece a guitar together than just buying one out from a store, right? Okay, and here it is in all its glory. Woo! But I'll be real though, I don't think it looks through really good on the webcam, and I swear it looks 10 times better in person. But as I am talking about this, I'll probably just put some pictures as I go along talking about this thing. One thing I should say also is that when I built this thing, I did have some spare parts left over because I did have another Telecaster or the same guitar that Ichika had, and I just swapped a lot of parts around and I had them laying around. So it made things kind of easier. And yeah, I do have to give props to Ichika's dad though. This guitar is so nice looking and the blue just sticks out so well.
ミクの歌はよく聞くし好きです。どんな時に聞くか？暇な時にも聞くし、落ち込んだ時や寂しい時も聞きます。そうするとちょっと気持ちが落ち着くから。あとお父さんからギターをもらった時はミクの歌を弾けないか練習をしたりしました。
Okay, so the guitar I was talking about, or the previous one that I just had a bunch of parts over, is this red Telecaster right here. I think from the top of my head, I think this is a Fender made in Japan Hybrid 2 Telecaster. I think there are only 3 things I ripped off from here that ended up going on this Ichika guitar here, which is this bridge, the 2 pickups of course, and string tree right here. The first thing is the bridge. The bridge I ended up changing pretty early actually, because I can't lie, palm muting on this thing is surprisingly more difficult than it looks in my opinion. And then the pickups and the string tree came way later. Okay, the actual first real thing that I purchased when making this Ichika guitar here is the guitar neck over here, which is a Fender Vintera 2 Telecaster neck with rosewood, which is this dark wood that you see in front, while the rest is maple. It's just plain maple on the back here. And then I know that there shouldn't be anything in the back because Ichika's 3-star card in Shiho's 4th Focus event doesn't show. Because you gotta be careful with this because some Telecasters do have this stripe in the back right along here. Oh shit, I hit my mic, I'm sorry. Hello, I forgot to say that in that part of the recording, but I also did mainly buy that neck because it did have 21 frets instead of the standard, which is 22. But surprisingly though, Colorful Palette used to design Ichika's guitar with 22 frets, mainly at the start of the game, so hey, the more you know. Okay, and the next thing that I bought are the tuning pegs right here. So I don't know if I can flip this and show. Oh my god. Here we go. That's what it looks like from the back. But to be quite frank, when looking at the tuning machines at Ichika's cards in game, they appear to be quite inconsistent, to be honest. Or I'll show some pictures up here, but some will show the same ones that I have on here, and some other ones will show the vintage styled ones that are seen on the American original that people suggest that Ichika's guitar is based off of. But yeah, I did end up sticking with these because I do think that more of her card arts are depicted with the more rectangular shape rather than the vintage circular one. Okay, next up is I got this guitar strap here along with this blue guitar body with the double binding, or the double binding just means it's this two white stripes that you see here on the guitar that Ichika has. I bought both of them on Etsy, or I kinda did. I found the seller on Etsy and then I just ended up buying it on their website. Ironically, like, getting this strap was one of the hardest parts about hunting for Ichika's guitar, because this shade of like really dark aquamarine or teal, I don't know what this is, it was like really hard to find because this is kind of a very specific color, and especially that her guitar has the brown leather ends here. Okay, last but not least is that I got the control plate right here and the white pickguard. This is a 9-hole screw pickguard that you'll see on all of Ichika's cards in the game. And the control plate I got is a 4-switch, which is different from most Telecasters, but to be honest, there's no downside into getting a 4-switch, so I ended up getting 4. Okay, so now I believe that wraps everything up that I got going with this. Like, I've said it before already, but I am genuinely really happy with how this turns out. Still, the camera doesn't do it justice, so hey, hopefully like those pictures that I did post-editing actually made it look pretty well. Hey, and as a bonus, I do want to show the amps that Ichika plays her guitar on. In Knock the Future, we get to see this background of like the stage for the first time, and the amp that is shown in the distance resembles closely to a Marshall combo amp. There's also another card that involves a guitar amp combo, but with the cabinet here, I can't really tell what this is, so feel free to let me know what it is if you can though. But from what I could tell though, this amp head is none other than a Marshall JCM 800.
And I don't know what the deal is with all these anime characters playing on Marshall cabinets, but hey, I can't even blame them. They sound so nice in person if you ever see one. So yeah, if you made it here this far, thank you for watching until the end. I've got nothing left to say, but sorry if I was stuttering a lot or speaking really slowly in this video. I don't ever talk in front of a computer screen on my own without anyone else around, so this is pretty much a first for me. And I'll also leave a Twitter post in the description if anyone wanted to pass by it, which is another post that I had uploaded online, which involves pictures that haven't made it onto this video. And yeah, to be honest, I probably won't make a video like this ever again, to be honest. Or maybe, like, anything can happen, right? So I hope you enjoyed my horrible dry humor and my Leonid obsession. So take care, everyone.